My name is Dr. Ron Hecker, and you are watching the Weight Loss Surgery channel.
Welcome to Weight Loss Surgery News. I'm your host, Leslie Thompson. Thank you for joining us today. In this week's report, we'll find out how Britain's obesity epidemic is taking a financial bite out of their healthcare system, hear the latest controversy over people deemed too fat to fly, find out why that Happy Meal really does make your kids happy, and the lovely Yvonne McCarthy will be back with another great web find. All of that is coming up, but first, in the olden days, women were called the weaker sex. Today, of course, we know that that's not true. Need we mention childbirth, fellas? But if you're talking upper body strength or resisting food cravings, there may be some truth to that old saying, at least according to Brookhaven National Laboratory. A new study from BNL recently found that women may be less able to suppress their hunger than men. Researchers interviewed a group of men and women about their favorite foods, then taught the participants a cognitive inhibition technique designed to help them keep their minds off of eating. They were then sent off to bed without supper. After completing the overnight fast, the test subjects were hooked up to a brain scanner and served the foods they'd talked about. While all the subjects reported that the cognitive inhibition technique had helped throttle back their hunger, the scanner revealed that the appetite control areas of the men's brains remained inactive when the chow was served up, while the same areas of the women's brains became active, driving them to eat. Now, is this difference in the ability to ignore hunger the reason why the obesity rate is higher for females? Possibly. After all, say researchers, a woman's body provides nutrition for children, not just for the woman herself, so it only makes sense that the female brain may be, quote, hardwired to eat whenever food is available. So go ahead, girls, let go of the guilt. It's not just a lack of self-control, it's nature. Meanwhile, scientists may be one step closer to knowing why cells within the same body often seem to be at odds with each other. For example, take any two genetically identical cells in a person's body. Odds are one cell will store away the fat it receives from the bloodstream like a squirrel storing nuts for the winter. Meanwhile, the other cell burns the fat off or passes it on to the waste management division. That's right, the two cells do the exact opposite of one another even though they're identical twins. A group of U.S. researchers thinks they know why. Scientists at Purdue University's Weldon School of Biomedical Engineering say that a recent study shows that a cell that processes insulin quickly tends to store up fat faster than other cells. The researchers focused on a type of genetically identical cells called 3T3L1 cells. They found that the variability in the cell's fat storage behavior depended on their individual exposure to insulin, a hormone that triggers cells to take in glucose from the bloodstream and convert it to stored fat. Cells that were subject to increased and prolonged insulin stimulation stacked away the fat like nobody's business. Cells that missed out on the insulin drenching didn't. What makes this important is that these researchers think it might be possible to develop a drug that will short-circuit the reaction that makes insulin-exposed cells hoard fat and thus help people with obesity. When we come back, we'll see how Ireland is handling the issue of overweight air travelers, and Yvonne McCarthy will pop in with a great new find for weight loss surgery support on the web. But first, a quick break. We'll be right back.
The Weight Loss Surgery News brought to you by Bariatric Advantage. Ask about the Advantage Reward Program because you deserve it.
After weight loss surgery, it can be hard to get enough vitamins and nutrients in your diet. Bariatric Advantage offers a complete line of nutritional products specifically formulated to meet the unique needs of bariatric patients. Choosing to have weight loss surgery was a big decision and required a big investment. Learn how Bariatric Advantage nutritional supplements can help you get the most from your surgery by keeping your new body healthy and strong. Call us toll-free at 800-898-6888 or visit us online at bariatricadvantage.com.